Are you pleased with how the Equiband's been received?
I have to say it's exceeded expectations. In the USA, the orders that come through are by now 95% purely vet referral. And that's huge to see how the veterinary communities really embrace the concept as part of a rehabilitation system for horses that have specific issues. It's ordered regularly for clients whose horses have been diagnosed with kissing spines, in post-colic surgery, rehabilitation, and certainly in cases as well where gait irregularities have been observed, and then, as I mentioned earlier on, when the core is off, the movement is distributed through the limbs. So we've certainly seen a number of cases where, giving that core stability in movement, the gait asymmetry has essentially disappeared. So again, movement retraining from the inside out. The fact that we now have some research that's been made public on the effects of the system, I think has certainly added to its credence. There are more research projects currently underway and further in the planning, but we know from this early study that was already published that you can see an alteration, if you like, in the symmetry of movement or excursion of the back and the pelvis. And back motion and pelvic symmetry are obviously key indicators of performance or optimal performance. So to be able to achieve this through use of the system has certainly been very useful.
So that was the study that was released, that was performed at the Royal Veterinary College and released
indeed.
in May 2017.
Correct, yes. Yeah.
Which demonstrated, I think the key finding was improved dynamic core stability, I think, with a...
Yes, yeah, overall, yes. Of course, other studies are underway, studies with riders, because again, that is key to look at the effect not only on the horse in movement without a rider, but to see again how it translates into ridden work. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence and certainly feedback on the efficacy of the system and the positive results that riders feel. But again, in order to remain within the realm of it being approved and recognised, certainly under veterinary use, I would say that further studies are necessary. So it's exciting to see that students in different fields, so both the physiotherapy field here in England and in other areas of research, are embracing the system to look at different parameters or variables within the study so that we can just expand on its use and really understand better in where the use is most appropriate, and again how it can be applied in not just clinical or therapeutic settings but also as part of overall maintenance or conditioning programs.
So I think definitely evidence-based practice is the way to go. It's the gold standard, and you'd hope really that it's always going to be further studies recommended, because it's always about ongoing learning.
Absolutely.
And progressing and developing and improving. So,
certainly, yeah.
And it sounds as though you've already come some way with that, from an initial saddle pad with the hole through it to now a much more user-friendly.
Exactly, yes. And so this has been, a 7-year journey so far, and I hope a journey for many more years to come.
Well, that's great that so many vets are recommending it.